I'm the Public Information Officer, and my name is Officer Autume Balcom. COVID-19 restrictions, first, it's been kind of a fluid situation. So as times have changed, our department has had to change. First and foremost, normally we enforce all our local ordinances and state laws first. Since we have an executive order at this time, we do have to respond to those. Most often a report is done and sent to the prosecutor's office for them to decide if there's been a violation. Like I said, they usually send them to the prosecutor's office. Most of the arrests that we get, whether somebody's refusing to wear a mask or that type of situation is what I think you're looking for. We're usually called for a disorderly subject, which entails when somebody refuses to leave an establishment, it turns into a trespassing issue. More often than not, somebody is arrested for disorderly or trespassing. As far as being arrested for a violation of executive order, that usually will come from a warrant that was issued from the prosecutor's office. Usually what is happening is that we go to investigate, and if it is in violation, we talk to the management, or a report is done and sent to the prosecutor's office. They have the final say, especially over businesses and what's being conducted for the state of Michigan. If you're looking for something like the partying aspect, we get called like normal, even outside of COVID, for whether it's a partying situation or people violating a large group. We still go and respond and try to educate first and foremost. We have been fortunate to have a lot of students very receptive and actually following a lot of the rules. We do have a few that haven't. Usually they're cited for the allowing a nuisance party, and then a report is issued to the prosecutor's office. And in fact, I know they've issued violation of executive orders for a few of those parties, but I'm not sure the statistics on that because we don't always have follow-up in that aspect. I would say without hard statistics, we have less calls to actual parties. We have an increase in larcenies and retail frauds, as well as violent crimes. So there has been a shift in actual crime or the types of crimes we're getting called to, but I don't have the hard statistics to show you. But yes, we have less partying calls, but we have more alcohol type of calls like disorderlies, more mental health calls, a lot more mental health calls, and violent crimes. I don't know that the enforcement has changed. Obviously, as new orders have come out and the new rules have come out or lightened in more recent months, we have to just continue to follow what the CDC recommends as well as the governor. We kind of are just moving along, just like everybody else is learning the new rules. We are learning to also enforce those or to continue to educate. I honestly think that the majority are doing their part and doing what they're supposed to do. We have very few calls on that daily. The biggest thing would be helping people with mental health. This whole last year, you never know what to expect. We will continue to do what we always have and have extra patrol on. We will continue to enforce our local ordinances like always, but with that extra level of the executive order, what happens is it doesn't always stop with the local ordinances. Then those reports go and it will be up to the prosecutor if they go to the next level of that violation. But our department will work as we always have and enforce like we always have. department is right on top of protocol, and for that fact, the city of Mount Pleasant and all their workers, we practice social distancing. Obviously, we're wearing masks all the time. We have to lead the community and show them if we weren't following the rules and what would make sense for everybody else to do that. We, have daily cleanings and those types of things. So we are doing what everybody's part is, just like every other business. We're always wearing our masks. We're always trying to do that. Obviously, safety is first. And unfortunately, sometimes our stuff is physical and we need to be within close quarters. But we are doing everything we can to continue the social distancing and to be there for everybody that needs us, but in a safe manner. We're going to continue to operate at the high level of integrity and service and professionalism that we always have. We will continue to do our job, but also have to follow the executive order and what the CDC recommends. And we're hoping for things to go back to normal as quick as possible, like everybody else, but just asking everybody to do their part so we can get through this.